Oh, wait,
no,
hold on.
wait.
Oh, almost.
Come here.
Wait,
Almost.
wait. I'm over here. Hold on. Wait. Yeah.
Almost.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Drinking Buddies. I am BHD. This guy back here is
Geek Master P.
And this is my friend Brandon Stormborn. Thank you for joining us today, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So, first of all, tell us a little about what you're doing right now. I know you have some stuff you probably want to promote.
Nope.
No? Not yet?
I've been doing just a little bit of like random work with everybody. I mean,
you've had your hands in quite a few projects. I've seen some of the stuff you've worked on.
Not anything really that I'm creating of my stuff, just really putting my hands in with everybody else.
Okay.
Well, you kind of had some hands in jars, you know.
Yeah. I've been doing some stuff with Real Unicorn Productions. I've been doing some stuff with RUTV. So I guess I can give a shout out to both of those guys. Real Unicorn, obviously working on one of their feature films, and RUTV, Real Sketch Comedy by my good friend Cody. If you want to go check out his channel, it's interesting. So you can see me on one of the episodes that I did with them a while back, and also one of the episodes I actually directed. And
oh, cool.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, so
sweet.
there's that. RUTV.
All right.
Real Sketch Comedy.
So I'll put some links in the description so y'all can go check that stuff out. As well as, if it's still up, I'm going to put in some links to a little show that we all had our hands in called Funny Money.
Oh, yes.
Taking it down.
Yes.
So y'all can go check that stuff out. It's pretty fun. So anyway.
You can also check out my website at www.blstormborn.com.
There you go. I was waiting for it. All right. So we're going to dig right in. I'm on Corona as usual. What's P drinking?
I'm drinking something our friend Brandon brought us called Angry Orchard.
Angry Orchard is a hard or spiked cider.
It's not bad. I've had it a few times here and there. It's not bad.
Let me see this one.
It's got a nice...
It's a crisp apple.
It is a crisp apple hard cider. I'm sure everybody knows what Angry Orchard is by now.
And I'm having a Gumption original.
That one's pretty good. It's
a Woodchuck brand. If you've ever had any of the Woodchuck apple ciders, which I like those as well. They usually make a seasonal flavor. One time, I think they had like pumpkin for you pumpkin people.
You pumpkin people.
You pumpkin bastards.
So that's what we're drinking on, and something we hadn't talked about yet. Hadn't even thought about it. Brandon posed me the question. So, what was your first beer?
What was your first beer, good sir?
Because of the men in my family and who I grew up around, it was Coors Light.
Nice.
So instantly, at a young age, I was turned completely off of beer. I was like, that shit sucks. I want no part of it. I don't like it. It tastes gross. Why do you drink that, morons?
Well, they probably didn't give it to you with the dip like it's usually done.
No, they didn't actually. That was not a thing. So it wasn't until I was, into my early 20s, I think, that I started drinking beer, because I spent my late teens on probation for weed. And
the marijuana.
The marijuana. I got into some trouble and got busted with a little bit of it, and so anyway.
What's the matter, Jade?
While I was in that period that I couldn't smoke, I drank a lot, and I drank a lot of Jack, and I drank a lot of Cuervo Gold.
And Smirnoff.
So, the Smirnoff Ice came a little before. Anyway. Yeah, that stuff. Speaking of which,
which will bring me to mind for this beer.
Hold on. So, once I finally got tired of throwing up and blacking out all the time, I was like, man, there's got to be a way I can, drink a little bit. Beer. All right, let's try this again. But I love the Fast and Furious movies. They drink Corona. Let me try that out. And I was like, oh, that actually tastes good. And then I went, wait, there's more. Oh my god!
There's a whole world.
Yeah, so
Didn't even know about it.
That's how I got. So, okay, go ahead. Your
Okay,
first
I
beer.
honestly remember my first beer was I
remember
believe,
my first beer.
I believe Mr. BHD was
What does
at
the-
an
put
old
the
friend's
nipple
party
on?
of ours about 15 years ago.
Talking about old Chappy Chap.
No, I'm talking about CJ.
Oh, okay. Go
And
ahead.
it was at his apartment, and my very first quote unquote
yes.
beer per se was Smirnoff Ice.
CJ.
I will never forget
There's
that.
a few of those, so that none of them know. Well, one of them will know who we're talking about. The other two will be like, "Ain't me, motherfucker."
Yep.
It was,
Anyway,
it
Again,
was you.
apologize,
So
gentlemen.
your first beer was
quote unquote
Smirnoff
beer,
Ice.
Smirnoff
Okay,
Ice.
yeah, first alcohol. Okay, all right. So, Mr. Stormborn.
Yes. My first beer.
Beer. Hilk.
I guess beer would have to be Heineken.
Huh.
I
Not a
was about, I think it was about 10,
Yeah,
10, 12, something like that.
Okay.
sneaking it.
No, wait. 14. That's
Okay.
right. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So, I was up at my dad's for the summer. He lived up in Missouri. And, so he introduced me to some, like, hey, this is my friend. She has a kid, and y'all live in the same neighborhood.
Okay.
Mingle, you know?
Yeah,
So,
go play.
yeah, go play.
Here.
Me and mommy want to get something done. Get the fuck out of here.
Go play.
So, like we were hanging out, and he was actually from, like, Oklahoma. So it was
Oh, okay,
both like,
okay.
hey, we're both from out of town. What the hell do we do? And he's like, well, I come up here every other summer. Let me introduce you to some of the people who live around here. So we met up with some other kids who, like, lived there, like, all the damn time. And so it was, like, 4 of us later. And then, so it was like, well, let's go get us a beer. And so he's like, well, one of these people usually keeps beer in the back of their truck. Sure enough.
Right.
It was true.
It was true. So someone had a 6-pack of Heineken, like, just in the back of their truck.
Damn.
Damn. What the?
So we, like, it was a small town, too.
man.
Like, real small town. Like, population, like, barely 600.
Like
Ooh,
one of those
damn.
small towns where basically pretty much everybody knew everybody.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a
when
thing.
you shop at the small town store because town is too far. You eat
I
at the
drive
small
in 4
town
hours.
restaurants.
Yeah,
You promote
okay.
local
All right.
business because you are local business.
We know you,
Yeah, that's kind of how that works.
and we know where you.
So we
live.
just sat in like a little like, you know, 4-way in the street there.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
of course, Heineken's a pop top. None of us
Yep.
had one. But me being the badass that I am, so I just kind of, you know.
Oh,
They all,
woo.
and they all look at me like in astonishment, like, can you do mine?
I ain't gonna have no teeth left, but
I'll do
I
it.
still got my teeth.
I wouldn't.
There's
that.
actually a
Yeah, you
procedure
do.
you can get for that.
You're a brave man.
If you lose like one of your like teeth, they can put your like cap in how they usually do, like a falsie.
yeah.
But they put a little bottle cap on it. So you can
know what,
pop
sir?
that bitch open right there.
You know what,
That's
sir?
fucking
You're a
awesome.
brave man for doing that, and I commend you. But I would not have the balls, sir, to do that with my own teeth.
I don't do
Oh,
it. I don't do it anymore. I was young and, you know,
Yeah.
and you're young and indestructible.
Yeah.
Fuck my teeth.
I know. Yeah.
Fuck it.
I know.
Is this a cussing show?
Yeah, that's all.
I'll say it is now.
No, it's all good. I try not to bomb the entire show, but
Bomb.
yeah, no,
Yeah, you're
I-
fine.
you know.
You're fine.
Bomb it.
You're fine.
I've had my moments where I've been like, you know what, I just don't care.
All right. Should we move to the subject at hand?
We should, and I was just about to say the same thing. So, last night was the Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
Extreme Rules.
So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go out and just say that, as a whole,
Well,
I was not thoroughly impressed, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. It wasn't
I'll
too bad.
say that.
it was more good than bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It wasn't spectacular, but then again, compared to the last,
Can we address the bad, please?
Yes.
Let me address the
Let-
bad.
yes. Let's just go ahead and knock
Oh, the match that I have loathed since they announced it.
Okay.
Do we all know what I'm talking about? Because I think we do. The Intercontinental title match.
Yes.
To where the stipulation at Extreme Rules is to not get disqualified.
And it's
Not
Extreme
get disqualified.
Rules.
At the-
It's Extreme Rules. What the?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Jesus.
Why?
Why? Out of all places. I mean,
Yeah.
it would have made sense at the last pay-per-view. It would make sense at any other freaking pay-per-view other than
not.
this one. It would have made
Yes.
sense on the night after.
Yep.
To where if Miz lost by like some like weird way where like Dean Ambrose like beat him in such an extreme way to where the next night he's like, I want my rematch, but I want it to be if he gets disqualified, something like that.
Yeah.
Where it would make more sense. I mean, we all saw it coming to where it was gonna be the Miz winning.
Yes.
We all knew it was gonna happen because he was
Yep.
gonna work it in his favor and he'd be the new 7-time champion to I don't
Trying
know
to catch
why.
up. Trying to catch up to Jericho.
He's not Jericho. Or never
True.
be Jericho. Because Jericho has so much more accomplishments other than the
but
Intercontinental
think
title.
about it. Think
But-
about it. No one ever thought that anyone else would tie Ric Flair for 16-time world champion, but who did?
No, we know. We knew Cena would happen. And we just hope it wouldn't happen, but we know.
But anyway.
Yeah, no, that was one of those. That's
And
gonna
frankly,
happen.
we've seen enough
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned.
Anyway.
I give him 4 or 5 more years tops before we just quit seeing him, except for
Yeah.
maybe in promotions and like
Other
not
TV
not in a
shows
wrestling capacity anymore. Like he's already on his way. to
But like so many people dog on Ambrose so much, and like I feel like he's being held down actually a lot more than
they're
he
not
should
doing
be.
anything with him.
They're not, and the way they like portray him and how they want him to like.
There we go.
Just for our sakes, don't point it at
My
us.
bad.
Just letting it breathe.
Up and out. Like,
My
do
bad.
like a heroic, something like that. But don't point it at us.
My
bro.
bad,
Come
my
on,
bad.
it's still
All right.
it's still stank.
My bad. My bad. Anyway.
Anyway,
The match itself, I guess, was okay. It's just
you knew it was coming. There was no
Yeah.
way around it. You knew it was gonna happen. It's like sex with Kobe Bryant. You can kick and scream all you want, but it's gonna happen. I'm not big enough. No one cares
No.
to see me right now. Twitter already took care of all that crap. Anyway. So that was the IC title match. The Miz won, obviously, and the way they did it was just awful. It was stupid.
the stipulation was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made no
The whole
sense.
thing was
It
stupid.
was Extreme Rules, for God's sake. Come on.
So,
All right.
the main event.
The Extreme, the Fatal Five.
Do we want to talk about the main event yet, or we want to build up to that?
Let's go through the other matches first. Come on, let's be
Go
thorough.
ahead.
All
Let's
right.
be thorough.
You,
All right,
you two feel free to lead this. I'm totally fine with that.
Okay, so we can talk. There was the women's title match,
Kendo stick on a pole.
which at first I was not a fan of the whole like, let's put a kendo stick up on the pole match. But as soon as the kendo stick entered into play, totally different match, which that was what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss beat the shit
Yes.
out of Bailey.
Yes.
And it was great because I don't like Bailey or your wacky wave on play tomorrow playing 2-man.
Damn
I mean-
WWE for using Family
I mean, she's hot and all, but
Guy. Yeah.
yeah.
Bailey?
Yeah,
Yes.
I kind of dig.
She's
Dude, you ever
hot,
seen her?
dude.
She's taping all her junk down, man. She got damn,
Yes.
bro. I mean,
Dude,
she's
she's got that average girl next door look to her. Just with an ass and
I
tits.
dig her. That's all I'm saying. I dig her.
Yeah.
Anyway, I kind of dig them all except for the Nia Jax one. She looked like a man to me. I'm sorry, Nia Jax, if you ever happen to see this, but you kind of look like a man. Like,
No, she
like
doesn't.
China. Anyway,
But that was a great match. Nice
Yeah.
assure of dominance. Dominant showing from Alexa Bliss.
yeah, I mean, for a tiny little firecracker, she's kind of out there like, yeah, I am the baddest bitch on this roster.
Yeah, she
I'm
is.
going to show you.
She is really someone who has come a long way from being someone who used to be a manager of a tag team to
Oh,
really
that
become
she used to do the whole
Yeah.
thing in NXT where she was like Tinkerbell and shit.
Oh
she was
yeah,
that
like a
dude,
pixie
dude,
fairy
dude.
and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, she's gone through a lot of changes.
But
and now
she is really
she's-
coming to her own, and she
Yeah.
is dominating.
Yeah.
Well,
I
dude,
mean,
they basically made her the fucking Harley Quinn of WWE, basically.
I wouldn't say
I don't know about that,
I hope
but-
they never do, because then
Well,
they
dude, they
should try to
do
do
they
that
do
whole
have
like
that thing
crazy.
where she's got the gloves and the pigtails and
yeah.
shit the way she
I mean,
did.
she's got that going on, but I wouldn't say the whole like attitude. Maybe a little bit of stylistic choices.
Yeah.
maybe.
yeah. But overall,
Yeah.
I
Overall,
gotta-
though,
it was a
the
good
match.
Yeah.
I was impressed. I thought it was not gonna be a good match, and it was.
Yeah.
So
I was not. I
Bravo.
didn't care, and I was like, okay, because
match was good.
like you said, it was a little back and forth, and then Alexa just kind of went, okay, I'm done. Whack, 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 whack. Stay down.
Yeah.
DDT.
So-
And that DDT
That was
was
it.
brutal. That was
Yeah.
that was straight up like plant you. I'm done. It's over.
Yeah. It was definitely
It was
an exclamation
glorious.
point.
I should say.
It was. You're not rocking
Glorious.
anything. I'm self-promoting because that's what I
I
do.
just thought it seemed fitting.
I say
no,
we
it's
go
good.
now. I say we go ahead and skip past that mixed tag match that happened last night because that was just retarded.
what-
I know I did. I fast forwarded.
He was like, nah.
Nah.
I know Sasha Banks and whoever she
Rich
was
Swann.
with. Rich
Yep.
Swann. I know they won, but I don't know what significance that had.
Well, I mean, think
Candace.
about it, dude. Rich Swann was a
So-
former cruiserweight champion after TJ lost it.
I just didn't care for the match. There was no build up for
There
it.
was, it was a filler match, is what it
Yeah.
was. It was a card filler.
Speaking of card fillers, did y'all watch the pre-show?
I did.
No.
Yeah, I did.
So it was Kalisto versus Apollo Crews.
Oh yeah, I did see. Oh well, I saw it started. I didn't see the end of it.
And Kalisto won.
Yeah, Kalisto got him. I saw it.
Oh, that's big.
Kalisto-
crap. Why are they
Kalisto
screw-
got
See,
him.
Apollo Crews, another one. I think they're totally not doing anything with. And why
He
am I
didn't
way
spend
back
enough
there?
time in NXT.
No,
they
Yeah,
didn't,
Apollo-
they didn't
got no
package him
character.
right.
Yeah, no.
They didn't.
Right.
He was there for like a hop, a skip, and a jump. Like
Well,
he
dude,
didn't. They spent
Apollo
zero
Crews
time
was in
like
New
building
Japan
him.
for
Yeah.
like several years, and he was known as like something Uha.
Well,
Because
but
in
the point
Japan,
is,
he was later
yeah.
something called the Uha
but
Nation.
before they brought him up, they spent zero time putting him together.
Right.
He's just kind of Vince to
was just
big
there.
jack guys.
He
And
tried to
he's
make
a big jack guy.
He
He's
tried-
got
I
the
want
head.
him.
Yeah, I want him now. Well, I don't care now.
Dude,
Okay,
He
good
doesn't
luck.
really have a
here's the
following or
funny
anything.
Yeah, exactly.
They tried to make Apollo Crews the next Jim Bobby Lashley.
But they spent no time helping
Yeah.
him get
Bobby
anyway.
Lashley needs to come back.
No kidding.
I love you, Bobby.
Well, dude, he spent like the last few years in
So-
TNA, but anyway.
I know. I know what he's doing, and I'm just saying he needs to come back home.
Yeah, basically. So
Anyway. So we'll skip
that
over
was
that.
that was done. What was the other pre-show match?
That was it.
That was it. Okay, all right.
almost
So
pre-show match.
Tag team
The tag
championship.
team match.
Yep.
Cheryl, here's my theory. Hear me out.
All right.
I think it was supposed to be a draw. I think they're feet.
Yeah,
I think it was
Yeah.
supposed to happen
I do
at the
too.
same time.
Yep.
And
Yep.
fucking Matt just couldn't drag Jeff.
Out fast enough. Yeah.
Give him a little help, Jeff. I mean,
If you watch the replay, like he holds on to the bottom of the cage for a second and then like lets go because you see him like.
yeah,
Let
yeah.
go, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
no, you idiot. Like,
Yeah, I think it was
This is
supposed to be a draw.
you
I
dumbass.
fully
And
believe
it
that.
wasn't.
Yeah, I
was
think
supposed to
the
be a
ending
draw.
was botched, and now
Yeah.
they got to roll with it.
Yeah, botch got to roll.
Yeah, because I read an article.
Because how do you argue that?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And
Even the announcers-
why does the door open? I've never understood this. You want to be in a cage match? Put a lock on a bitch. It's a cage match. Door don't need to open.
Climb out.
Door don't need to
Climb
open.
out.
Because the door is totally ex machina. It is there to explain away the ending they want to provide. That it gives them an option in writing. That's why.
Well, there was
I know. I'm
total
just saying.
ex-machina door.
I love like the old school stuff when like someone used to bring down like a chain and they'd lock that bitch in and you'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, now you gotta get your ass over. Yeah. But see, the no pinfall, no submission thing, I'm like,
That's stupid.
As soon as they said that, I'm like, this is gonna be some bullshit.
Yep. Well,
This is
here's
gonna
the
be a
thing.
They didn't
crap
announce that
ending.
until the last minute too, because
Yeah.
they knew people would bitch.
Yeah,
They kn-
Well,
absolutely.
because here's the thing. As soon as Jeff got out first, I knew something was going to happen to where he was going to come back in,
I
Yeah,
didn't think
do
he'd come
something
back
off
in.
the top of the cage and back in.
No, dude, he's been saying in recent interviews, even the kayfabe
Yeah.
interviews, kayfabe interviews, that you're probably gonna see a swanton or something off
Yep,
the cage.
and it
It's
happened.
like
It's
you're
like,
gonna
get
do
the
it.
fuck
We
away.
know that's the whole reason
Yeah.
for the cage. We know you're gonna do it,
One
and he
pop.
hadn't done it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one bump.
Now, there was an article that came out that I read earlier today that said eventually they're going to have a few more matches with Sheamus and Cesaro for the tag titles, and eventually they're going to do a split again.
Yeah, they're gonna solo. They really want to push Matt solo,
So it was
and
like, yeah,
frankly, he finally deserves it. Matt is
Yeah.
finally over. Matt is finally over.
Yeah,
Something he's been.
finally gotten
He has finally gotten over something he has worked so hard to achieve, and I applaud him for it because I've never really was a Matt fan.
No, he was
And-
just kind of the.
The other Hardy.
Yeah, but I mean, like he
Jeff
was,
had more
He
popularity
was
than
still
he
a
Well, always.
top mid Carter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But,
Like,
But
I
Jeff
think he could be a
got
serious
past-
contender nowadays.
Yeah.
And that saying though, I always did think that Matt did a better twist of fate than Jeff.
Yes.
I mean,
come
kind of
on,
his
Jeff
thing.
has
the
a
high
swanton,
flying
dude.
stuff's
Come on.
always been Jeff's thing. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
see, dude, we need to have you back just for general bullshit because we can sit here and do this for
Yeah.
a while.
Anyway,
Like,
back on topic.
so we're gonna have to have this guy on more, but y'all don't make him too famous and shit like all the 16 people watching us. You know, appreciate it. But, so we gotta get to the main event because that's about the end for this episode. So the main event we had Rollins, Reigns, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, and who am I forgetting?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. Thank you. In a fatal 5-way Extreme Rules match that was so boring, guys. Samoa Joe won. Here's my theory on that. This is what I want to get to. I think I
I'm
said
so
this to you
happy.
earlier. I mean, it's cool.
I'm
It's
so
going to be a good match, but Samoa Joe's not going to win it, bro.
Yes, yes.
This year, no. And I'll tell you why.
He's not.
I mean,
dude, I agree.
we'll,
I have
we'll
to agree
see.
with
We'll
BHD
see.
on this.
No, he's
see.
gonna win.
We'll see. But my theory is that this year is going to be like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. 3 years ago, because it was WrestleMania 30.
No, it was Mania
No,
31.
31. Sorry. So
that
a
was
year,
when Seth cashed in.
almost 2 years ago. Anyway, point is, 2 WrestleManias ago. This year is going to be like 2 years ago in that they're going to spend all this time building up Roman Reigns and building up Brock Lesnar. So when Reigns goes over at WrestleMania 33, because fuck us all, it's going to make him look like he did when he beat The Undertaker this WrestleMania.
And make it easy as hell.
No, man. I think they're building up Samoa Joe. I
Okay.
think that
Well,
they're
no, dude,
they're
here's the-
packaging.
well-
they're building him up, and I think that they're gonna like. They're
Okay.
Have you looked at Samoa Joe his entire career before he came to WWE?
Oh, I know.
Dude
I
has
know.
been dominant, longest
I know.
reigning Ring of Honor World Champion, or I don't know if he was longest, but definitely one of the longest, and that was early in his career. When he went into TNA, dude was undefeated dominance, and he's just.
Okay.
I don't know.
May I add to
We'll
this?
see.
May I add to
Go.
this?
I like
Go.
the guy.
Here's my perspective on this. All right. I'm gonna because trust me,
touch on that in a minute.
I'm as big of a Samoa Joe fan as you are. I know his entire history too, and that undefeated streak you were talking about was when he was the X Division champion. Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about. Longest reigning X Division champion in TNA. You are correct, but I have to go with BHD on this one, mainly due to the fact because it's been already set in stone ever since this past WrestleMania that it is going to be Brock and Reigns for the Universal title.
Well, okay, you got to remember.
There's still plenty of time.
I've got to go with him on this.
All of the stuff that we're talking about, and well, not all the stuff we're talking about, but the stuff that we read, all the rumor mills and all that, you got to keep in mind are all rumors. Now, granted,
Well, true.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it does not, or it makes a lot of sense to me that Vince is trying to once again push Reigns this year because he's
Yeah.
like, well, okay, they don't like him, but man, my junk is hard over this guy, and this is gonna happen.
And we're gonna force him down everyone's throats.
I think they're doing some. I think.
I mean, we'll
Joe's
see if they're
time has
changing.
come.
If they're changing course,
He's
I
gonna
don't
choke
want Roman
Brock out.
Reigns' junk shoved down my throat. I
Yeah.
don't want that.
Brock
I'm sick
Lesnar
of
is
it.
getting choked out.
I don't
at
think it's
Great
gonna
Balls
happen
of
this
Fire.
early though.
Brock Lesnar's
I don't know,
getting
dude.
choked out, dude. I think Joe's gonna kill you. Come Great Balls of Fire.
We shall
I stand
see.
by what I say
So,
on Twitter, on Twitter and everything. Like,
oh yeah, throw out your Twitter. What is your Twitter?
oh shit. I don't fucking know.
Ah,
I think it's Hell Cobra BLS.
okay. At Real BHD and your Twitter
At GMP Revolution.
at GMP Revolution. So that's
All I do is pretty much talk about wrestling on my Twitter, so feel free to follow me if that's all you want.
We do a lot of these episodes. So, guys, that's it for this particular episode. But this guy's going to be back on the next episode. We're going to be talking about the predictions for Money in the Bank. At least,
Money in the bank.
as
Show
far
me
as we
what
know
you
so
drank.
far, we've got
Money
part of
in
the
the
match
bank.
card.
Show me what you drink.
Show me what
Money
you
in the
drank.
bank.
Show me
Money
what
in
you
the
drank.
bank.
Show me what you drank. So, we're going to talk about, like I said, predictions for Money in the Bank, and we'll go from there. Hopefully we'll get this guy on for some more, so thank you for tuning in as always.
Suck it.
Suck it! I am BHD,
GMP.
and
Stormborn.
Stormborn. I will put links to his stuff in the description below. Thank you very much. We'll see him next episode, and see you guys next week. Oh, wait,
no,
hold on.
wait.
Oh, almost.
Come here.
Wait,
Almost.
Wait, I'm over here. Hold on. Wait. Yeah.
Almost.
Ah.